Hello YouTubers, I'm Jan Hendrik. This video will show how I modified the rear bumper with the diffuser. So let's start. I went with the fiberglass option. I thought it will be easier and quick, but as you will see later in this video, yeah, just check. It still had a lot of work to be done. It was still rough and I needed to sand it and make it look pretty and smooth. I will not give a lot of attention to the bottom side of this diffuser. It will be below the body, under the car, and you will never see it. First I started with a 200 grit sanding paper with the hand to get to that deep marks and get those out. Then I used the 200 grit sanding paper with a sanding block to get those surfaces smooth. And finally, I have reached the point where I can spray on the first primer layer. So after the paint has dried, I took it out in the sun to inspect and see where I still need to work on the smooth edges and yeah, the holes. That's the thing with fiberglass, it always leaves holes. I used body filler to close up those small holes and sanded it down again. And again. And added a few more primer layers. More sanding and a few primer layers later. Finally, the diffuser gets its true color. In total I did 3 primer layers before I painted it black. After the first layer of black paint, I let it dry in the sun and then gave it a sanding with a 1200 grit sanding paper. That's actually called water paper. And then I gave it another 2 layers of black paint. A few layers later. And now finally for the headache, the fitting part. To accomplish the correct fit for the rear diffuser, I had to loosen the back box, and to do that I had to loosen this bracket, and I realized I had to work faster because this can't take me 2 days. If only the fast forward button also worked in real life, that would be great. I needed a second pair of hands to help me, so I called in extra help. My fiance. Ta-da! And my tool boy, tool girl. After I installed the diffuser in the correct place, I had these plastic clips that always breaks, but this one's is strong, and I had to fasten the exhaust back box again in the correct position. So I had to add spacers in between the chassis and the bracket for the back box, and that's how I got the back box a bit lower than previously installed. A few hours later. So as you can see, the color is looking different, but it's not different. It's actually the diffuser has a rougher surface, and I love it. Stay tuned to see Dayzee's front new look. I will upload the video as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and remember, have fun and enjoy!